Okay, Rich. I'm going to go through the list of things I did there, one at a time, and give some commentary where I think it's needed. Um, okay, paint and drywall. We already talked about that. Interior damage and bonus room from roof leak. We had never talked about that. It was in my notes. Where the roof leaked, I sprayed for mold, replaced some drywall, floated it, textured it, painted it, all that stuff. Um, there was a significant amount of mold in the ceiling, so I knew you'd want to get that dealt with. I used, if you want to know what kind of product I used a product called MX150. It's a fungicide. It's good stuff. I've been using that stuff for years. The roof repair. Kenny, when he invoiced me for that, I had originally estimated $400, but it was a lot larger area than we originally thought. So, and plus, I did buy some extra field tiles and replace some cracked ones on the roof. I really didn't even charge you for that. Thing is, I only needed 4 tiles, but you have to order 12, a minimum 12 to get them like that. So, um, I thought I could get them in the boneyard, but I wasn't able to. So anyway, the bottom line is I used the other 8 to replace some cracked ones on the roof. So it's a good investment. I mean, $550 is a good price. The blinds, self-explanatory. I charged you the cost of the blinds plus $25 a blind to install, which was a bit more work than normally. I had to close up all the old holes, and there's some drywall work involved in all that. So it was quite a project. The pre-work cleanup, that's self-explanatory. Restore finish, faucets, fans, talked about that. Laundry supply lines, grout clean floors, seal grout. I charged you 400. I charged you about 50% less than any company charges to seal grout. So I gave you a good price on that. And that's an arduous process. You have to get on your hands and knees and toothbrush that stuff on, in each grout line. And we did it twice to make sure it's really sealed. I didn't use a sealer, a topical sealer. I used an impregnator, really good sealer. So that floor is forever sealed. You'll never have to do it again. Um, and the I think I charged you 250. I'll get to it in a minute on the granite ceiling. Let's see, seal grout, new sliding door, $80. Okay. Um, I actually gave a guy $100 credit who was getting a new door, and he wanted to sell that to me, and I gave him an $80 credit on the work I was doing for him to keep that door because I need them all the time, And so I got that and held on to it until I needed it, and so that's all I charged you was $80, and I put some new wheels on it. So it's a good door, it's a good slider, it's a $250 door all day. So you got a good price on that. The doorbell replaced, $75. Fixed that. Garage door, $170. I just charged you what he charged me. Angle stops, light bulbs, toilet seats got put on. Originally, I had one tub stopper and then another tub stopper with a basket. It became 2 tub stoppers with 2 baskets. You needed 2 baskets. It took me 2 hours to get one of the baskets off. It was broken inside the drain, so I had to notch it with an angle grinder and chip it out a little piece at a time. Quite a job. But I only charged you for 2 of those. Um, 2 tub stoppers with baskets was 150. Half of that was the materials. Okay, a little less than half. Sink bottoms. I originally was going to charge you $80 for the kitchen sink. All the wood had to come out and it had to be reframed. It was so rotted under there. So we had to put framework under the wood and then put wood on it and then the vinyl. But then I ended up doing both bathrooms like that too, and I only charged you $40 a bathroom. So and the materials, the wood, the plywood, and the tiles for that. If I charged you 160, my materials are probably about $100. So you got a good deal on that too. Broken plug covers, self-explanatory. Let me get to the next page. All right. Pedestal sink coming away from the wall. That thing was never mounted properly to begin with. There was never any horizontal bracing in that wall with which we could attach that pedestal sink. So we had to cut a hole in the wall, put a piece of wood back there, furring wood, to have something to fasten to, put the drywall back on, and all that. I gave you a good price for that. Again, to do that kind of surgery, I normally charge 150, $200. I only charge you $70. Kill the current weeds in the backyard. They were pretty hefty, and then to haul all the debris off that property, including all the stuff she left, was 200, and the 100 was the landscaping. The reason I called it a 300 is because one guy did it for 300. Okay, replace the two slab doors. We already talked about that. Seal the granite countertops. I only charged you $200. Again, half of what I normally charge. New doorknobs and hinges, $375. The cost on those was doorknobs were shit, Rich. I only charged you materials. I didn't charge you any labor because I spent 200 on the hinges. I spent no 200 on the doorknobs and the hinges, $10 a door. I only charged you $40 labor. Well, you know what? I'm good with that because that stuff had to come off anyway to paint. So, but the thing is, I had already the hinges. We were already done with all that when I did the hinges, so that's probably why I charged you $40. So I charged you $375 for the doorknobs and hinges. Maid service $200. I haven't gotten an invoice from them yet. I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. Might be more. I don't know, but I just charged you two. Install the 6 new ceiling lights. I charged you the cost of the lights plus the cost of the lights were 39 plus 5, 45 each times 6. Yeah, 270. And then that was what I could actually with 280 was the 6 lights, and then I charged you $20 a light, so it came to 400. Smoke detectors, again, same thing. That's $25. Let me see on that. The detectors were 54 plus tax, 61.20, and then the smoke detector carbon was 55, so 60 with tax, 120, 180, and then there was 9 of them. 80, I charged you $475 for that. I charged you $30 per. Now the reason that is we had to not just plug in new smoke detectors because they were much newer. We had to rewire all of them. We had to take all the wiring harnesses down, wire in new harnesses, new catch plates had to be mounted to the ceiling. I'm talking a bit of work. You know, it wasn't just about grabbing a smoke detector and throwing it up on the ceiling. We had to rewire them all in. New bathroom floor and baseboard installed. I only charged you for that bathroom remodel $600. You know, that's it. Repair toilet flange. I had to drill cement mollies in. That took a while. Burned up a couple of bits, $15 bits doing that. So I burned up $30 in drill bits putting that in. Plus the mollies were another $10. So that's 40. So I only charged you $50 labor. That's $90. Garage door repair. I just charged you the 170. Didn't I already put that in there? Did I put that in there twice? Let me check. Hold on. 170. I did. I charged you twice. I'll take that one out before I send this invoice. Okay, new entry light 150. We talked about that. New vinyl weather stripping on the doors. We're talking about that stuff that you slide into the slots. I charged you. I don't think I charged you. I charged you. Those are $8 each, and I had to get 6. That's 48. I charged you $70. The mirrored closet doors 250. The accessories for bathrooms 360. I charged you I think $25 or $20 per item to mount. And we don't just mount those as little mollies. We use the drywall anchors, the corkscrew ones. We use really good ones so they'll never come loose. They'll never fall off. Those are on there for good. Repaired an exhaust fan. I charged you $35. Usually charge $75. Remove the silicone with that repair work. I did the baseboards in the family room. George did that. He spent an entire day and then 2 hours the next day. 10 hours. And I just charged you what I paid him. That's it, 15 an hour. I charged you 150. That living room baseboard, if I didn't do what I did, we would have had to pull it all out and replace it. That stuff was trash. There was silicone and tape all over that baseboard. I showed you a video of that. So that was a mess, big mess. And then we had to paint it by hand. So I charged you 150 for that. Where's I at? Pre-emergent, which I'm doing tomorrow, $100. Repair kitchen door, $25. New supply and drain lines on the dishwasher, which were causing those leaks. I showed you video, $80. Half that was materials. And the Genie remote control was $20. I think that's it. It is. Okay, so I'm sending you this invoice off. Rich, I need you, please. You've been really good about this, so I know I don't have to beg you. But like I said earlier, my profit is what is owed to me right now. I haven't made anything on this job yet. And I need to get, I mean, I've spent some of the money that I've gotten from you, but I owe some of it out too. So I've wrote everybody checks that's been working with me, and asked some of them guys to wait till tomorrow to cash them. So I need you to please get this paid as soon as you can tomorrow. I appreciate it. I hate to press you like that, but man, I lived this job for 3 weeks. That's all I did, and I need to take care of this as soon as you can do it for me. So appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate your kindness, your patronage, your friendship, all that. All right. If there's any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to call me. Otherwise, I'll talk to you when I talk to you. I'll get this invoice off to you in a minute. All right. Thanks. Bye bye.